You think you need a lot of money to get rich. That's the lie that's been quietly destroying your future, 1 week at a time. Pause for a second, because what I'm about to show you is going to make you uncomfortable, not inspired, not motivated, uncomfortable, because it's simple. And if it's simple, it means you could have started already. Right now, somewhere in your life, $200 is disappearing every single week. Not invested, not saved, gone, takeout, random online shopping, subscriptions you forgot existed, a few you deserve it moments, and it feels harmless, doesn't it? It's just $200. But here's the reality no one forces you to face. That $200 is not costing you $200, it's costing you $1 million. Let that sink in. Not metaphorically, mathematically. And the reason you don't feel the damage is because it's happening slowly, silently, invisibly. That's how financial destruction works. Not in one big mistake, but in small repeated decisions that feel normal. Now here's where it gets interesting, because while most people are leaking money, a small group of people are doing something very different. They're not smarter, they're not luckier, they just understand one thing you've been ignoring. Money needs to be put to work. Not protected, not saved, deployed. Right now, your money is sitting still, and money that sits still dies. Inflation eats it, time erases it, and opportunity replaces it. You think you're being safe, but you're actually moving backwards every single year. Quietly, predictably, guaranteed. Let me make this painfully clear. If you had $10,000 sitting in a savings account for the last 10 years, you didn't preserve wealth. You destroyed it. Because while you were earning almost nothing, inflation was eating everything. You lost purchasing power, you lost opportunity, you lost time. And time is the one thing you never get back. Now here's the part nobody tells you. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed, just not for you. Banks don't want you investing. They want you parking money because your inactivity is their profit. Your confusion is their business model. Your hesitation is their income. And as long as you keep waiting, they keep winning. So let's flip the script. Let's take that same $200 a week, and instead of spending it, we deploy it. Consistently, relentlessly, no emotion, no hesitation, just discipline. $200 a week, that's $2,400 a year. Now stay with me, it's because this is where your entire perspective changes. If you invest that amount at an average return of 8%, something very strange starts to happen. At first, nothing exciting. Year 1, small growth. Year 2, still feels slow. Year 3, you start questioning if it's even working. And this is where most people quit, right before the curve bends, because compound growth is invisible in the beginning and unstoppable at the end. After 10 years, you're not at $100,000, you're past it. After 20 years, you're crossing $500,000. After 30 years, you're looking at over $1 million. Now pause, because this is the part most people miss. You didn't win because you invested more. You won because you started earlier. Time did the heavy lifting, not effort, not intelligence, time. And every year you delay, you don't just lose a year, you lose exponential growth that you will never recover, ever. That's the penalty, not visible, not immediate, but devastating. Now let me ask you something. How many years have you already lost? Don't answer me. Answer yourself, because that number it should make you uncomfortable. Good, it should, because comfort is what keeps people broke. Now here's where we separate talkers from doers, because knowing this means absolutely nothing. If you don't change what happens next, you don't need motivation, you need a system, because motivation fades. Discipline breaks, but systems, they run without you. So here's what actually works. You remove yourself from the process completely. No decisions, no weekly debates, no, I'll start next month. You automate it before the money even touches your hands. It's gone, invested, locked in, working. While you're still thinking about spending it, that's how you win, because you're not fighting your impulses. You're bypassing them. Your future doesn't depend on your mood. It depends on your system. And once that system is running, everything changes. Your lifestyle adjusts. Your spending shrinks. Your priorities shift without you forcing it. That's the power. Now let's talk about where that money goes, because random investing is just another way to lose. You don't chase trends, you don't gamble on hype, you don't listen to hot tips, you follow structure, a simple allocation. Majority into the market, the engine of growth, a portion into stability, something that protects you when things drop, a small reserve of cash, so when everyone panics, you're ready, and a tiny percentage for risk. Not because you need it, but because it keeps your psychology in check. That's it. No complexity, no overthinking, just consistency. Week after week, month after month, year after year. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable again, because $200 a week for most people feels like a sacrifice. And it is. You will feel it. You will notice it. You will question it. Good. That's the point. Because that discomfort is the trade. Short-term pleasure for long-term freedom. And most people fail that trade every single day. They choose now over later, again and again and again, until later becomes impossible. So the real question isn't, can you afford to invest $200 a week? The real question is, can you afford not to? Because the cost of not doing this isn't zero. It's everything, your future lifestyle, your freedom, your options, gone and replaced with dependence, stress, and regret. Now imagine this, 10 years from now, nothing changes. You keep spending, keep delaying, keep saying, I'll start soon. Where are you? Same habits, same income, same stress. Now flip it, same 10 years, but you started today. Just $200 a week, no drama, no complexity. Where are you now? That gap between those two futures is being decided right now. Not next year, not someday, right now while you're watching this. And here's the truth, most people won't admit. They already know what to do, they just don't do it because action is uncomfortable. It requires commitment, it forces change. But let me be very clear with you. No one is coming to fix this for you. No perfect moment is arriving. No sudden motivation is saving you. It's a decision, a simple, uncomfortable immediate decision. So here's what you do. You don't overthink. You don't plan for weeks. You don't research more. You act today. You set it up. You lock it in. You remove your ability to quit. And then you let time do what it does best. Multiply discipline, quietly, relentlessly in the background while everyone else is distracted. Now, before you move on, I want you to do something most people won't. I want you to commit. Not in your head. That doesn't count. I want you to make it real. Drop your age and one sentence. I'm starting today. That's it. Because the moment you say it publicly, it becomes real. And real commitments change behavior. And behavior changes everything. Because years from now, when most people are still wondering why they're stuck, you'll know exactly why you're not. Not because you got lucky, not because you earned more, but because you made one decision. And you stuck to it. 1 week, $200 investment at a time. And that is how wealth is actually built.